friends. So I'm here today to tell you a little bit more about the water cycle. So we talked about the water cycle the other day. Remember, water from oceans and rivers and lakes and ponds gets heated up by the sun, because we know the sun is really, really hot and it heats things up. So the sun heats the water up, which makes it evaporate, turns into a gas. Then it condenses into a cloud. Then when the cloud gets so heavy and so full of rain it can't hold anymore, the rain comes down as precipitation. It could be also snow or ice, but for springtime it's usually going to be rain. So today I want to talk about this part of the process, which is called saturation. It's a big word, saturation. That means when something is so full of something that it can't hold it anymore. So we're going to do two experiments that are going to show you what that looks like. All right, the first one is I have a sponge. This is just the sponge that I clean my counters with. It's dried. Okay, so see, there's no water coming out. I'm going to put it on here, and we're going to pretend that this cloud is going to be, this sponge is going to be our cloud. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece of paper behind so you can really see what we're doing. All right, so if the sponge is our cloud, this is going to be all of the water that's up in the air, and I'm going to pour it onto the sponge. We're going to see how much it can hold before it starts to drip down. Okay, so the point at which it starts to drip, that's the saturation point. That's when it's so full of water it can't hold any more water, just like the clouds. Okay, so let's see how much water our sponge cloud can hold. I have about a cup of water in here. I'm gonna make a prediction and guess that perhaps it can hold about a quarter of a cup of water, maybe a little more. So let's see. Right now I have 1 cup. I'm gonna start pouring it on just a little bit at a time. So see, when I first pour it on, because it's dry, it's able to absorb all of that water and not have any fall through the sponge. I'm going to pour a little bit more on. It was able to absorb that water too, okay? So let's keep adding. Once you start seeing water fall from the bottom part, that's when you know the sponge, which is our pretend cloud, is saturated with water. So far, nothing's dripping out. It can hold a lot of water. Wow. Just like clouds. Oh, I think I might have seen one little driplet. Let's pour a little bit more on. Oh, now it's raining. Did you see that? The rain coming out? Let me move you guys a little bit closer so now you can see it. Watch as I'm pouring it now because it's saturated. The water is just dripping through and making little raindrops. Okay, that's how it is when it rains. The clouds get so heavy with water they can't hold it anymore, and it comes down like rain. Okay, that's experiment number 1. I'm going to get the second one ready. Okay, friends, I'm back for our second experiment talking about how the rain goes through clouds. So we saw the sponge, we saw how much it could hold until it was saturated. And now I'm going to give you another example like that. So let's see what I got here. I have some water and some shaving cream. And then I have 3 different colors of water with food coloring in it. This one's like a really dark purple. There's blue and orange. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my shaving cream and I'm gonna put it on top of the water to make our cloud. This is gonna be our cloud. Smells good. This one is called Summertime Smell, and I thought that sounded strange, but it actually does kind of smell like summer. It smells good. It's from Target, in case you want some. Okay, here is my beautiful, beautiful puffy cloud. A little more cloud. Oh, it's so cute and happy. What do you think that cloud looks like? Maybe an ice cream cone? I'm not sure. I play that game a lot with my kids. Of what do the clouds look like when we're driving somewhere, we're outside looking up at the sky. All right. Here's our beautiful cloud. Now I'm going to take this pipette. I don't know if you remember what a pipette is. We used them in class to melt ice before, but this time I'm going to use it to drip the water into my cloud. So as you can see, nothing's coming out yet. Drip down the side, but I'm going to put some over here. So right now what's happening is the cloud is still able to absorb this liquid, which means it is not yet saturated. So you let me know when you start to see it coming through the cloud into the water. Let me know. Shout it out. Oops, that's on the outside. Let's try some of the orange. I'm pouring it on. Is that outside or inside? Look, I'm just making such a mess. Chancho. Alright. Let's see. What if I put some in? Let me know when you start to see it come through. Do you guys see that? Can you see? Oh, I need my white paper. Hold on. There you go. You'll be able to see it better now. I'm noticing that the blue is starting to come through and the yellow is starting to come through. So I'm going to keep adding more and more food coloring water to our cloud so you can see how the saturation is going to work. Let me know when you start to see the purple come through. So for a while, the cloud is able to absorb all of this liquid, but at some point it gets too heavy. It becomes saturated, and that's when the colors start pouring down out of the bottom into the water. Do you guys see the purple is starting to come right here? Purple in. Let's put some more yellow. I thought it was orange, but it's actually yellow. Do you see more dripping, dripping, dripping? Put some more blue. Wouldn't it be fun if the water came down from the sky like this, like in different colors? Like sometimes we could have purple rain, which is a really good song, unrelated to this science experiment. Or blue rain, or yellow rain. What color rain would you like to see if you could see any color of rain? Or would you like it to come down different every time? I think I might like to have it come down differently every time, so I could be surprised. And now the purple you can see is really coming through here. You can see how it made its way through the cloud, down, dripping into the water. So there you have it. There is our beautiful color cloud and the colorful rain that's coming through it. And maybe You guys can tell me what color rain you would like to see. I think I like all the colors. Maybe pink. I like pink. I also love blue. I just can't stop myself from doing this. All right, well, I have to stop. So maybe this is something you can do at home if you have shaving cream and food coloring. But please ask your parent or grandparent or whoever is in charge of you if you're allowed to do this first. Don't do it by yourself. But look at that. How pretty is that? That looks beautiful. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for doing an experiment with me today.